Yes, Mystery Steam Reviews is the part of the PC Gaming Weekspot where I, Colm and he, Matthew Castle, test the knowledge of one another via Steam reviews that are a mystery. If you're new here, here's how things roll, alright? So, I and Matthew brings 3 Steam reviews to the MSR Arena, but we omit the name of the game associated with each review. Our opponent must correctly guess the game attached to each review. 1 correct answer equals 1 point. While both of us have 90 seconds on each MSR, we both also have help in the form of 3 lifelines. These lifelines can be used at any stage, and they also pause the timer, but each lifeline can only be used once, and they are as follows. Question, where the hot seat haver gets to ask a yes or no question. Second opinion, where a second opinion is given to the warm chair sitter. And genre, where the genre of the game is revealed to the one with the warm arse. Now, Matthew, it was a momentous week in the history of the great country of the United States of America as Joseph Robert Biden was sworn in to office, and we saw his inauguration. We saw Lady Gaga with her golden crow. It was all very exciting. And because of that, this week's MSR is focusing on presidents in video games, and specifically, and please God, my fingers are crossed that everyone is stuck to the brief, these presidents are presidents.
Everyone. That is so, well, just say it to my face.
These presidents are presidents of the United States of America, not made up countries, not prime ministers, not politicians, not nothing. They are presidents of the United States of America. They can be real, they can be fictional, but they need to be presidents of the United States of America, but not members of the band. So yeah, is that all clear, Matthew?
Yes.
Okay.
That was so passive aggressive. I hope everyone understands the rules I've set, and you're like, well, this is a 2-man game. So.
Well, look, I don't want another Command and Conquer situation, Matthew.
Oh, Jesus.
So, would you like your first Mystery Steam review?
Is New York on the Mars? What do you think?
Drank water out of a toilet and died. 10 out of 10 would purchase. That's from King Darling. It's recommended 42.5 hours on record, 20.9 hours at time of review. Matthew, your time starts now.
I mean, this has big Fallout energy, because in that game you can drink water out of a toilet. Would it kill you though? If you were playing if it was very had a lot of radiation. Drink it out of a toilet. There must be a president in one of the Fallouts. Like a self-confessed... Well, Fallout 3 is set around Washington, so that would suggest there's a president of some kind there. I honestly can't remember. Or is there a self kind of confessed president in Fallout New Vegas? That's more got that kind of vibe. How can I zoom in further on this? Give me a second review.
Okay, we're going to pause the timer at 29 seconds as Matthew uses his second opinion. I will say very quickly while I'm bringing up the second opinion, these presidents as well must have featured in the game. It can't just be a passing remark like, say, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto or whatever. They need to have appeared in the game. So, your second opinion for this is, like Skyrim with guns, ... seriously.
Well, that's just...
Like Skyrim with guns, seriously.
Well, so I thought this was Fallout. I hope the second opinion would tell me which Fallout.
Your timer restarts. 29 seconds now.
I mean, I know that Fallout is like Skyrim with guns. So all that's done is reinforce that this is indeed Fallout. Oh God, how can I zoom in closer on this? I can't. I don't want to waste another clue. I'm just going to have to take a punt on this. I'm gonna say Fallout 3 because it's set in Washington, where a president
should your final answer?
Yes.
Said with such confidence. So, very very cleverly, you recognise that you can drink water out of toilets in Fallout. So you were like, right, what Fallout is this? But that's why the second opinion was almost written for somebody who needed a nudge towards Fallout.
Yeah, so it didn't help me at all.
But you've ended up in Fallout 3, saying it was set in Washington. Makes sense. Would that not be where a president is? So I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Fallout 3! Well done. Well done. Yeah, that second opinion, as I say, that was for somebody who...
For me, again, you keep talking about other people as if there's not just me.
But as in, it was for you if you didn't know that that was Fallout. Then that would have been useful.
All those, both, listen, I'm happy I got it, and that's fine. I'm not going to be like a bad sportsman because I fundamentally won the point. But I would say both those reviews just opened us up to Fallout in general, rather than like...
I mean, what if you didn't know you could drink water out of a toilet in Fallout?
Well, even so, then all the second clue does is say it's a Fallout game, and then I guess then it requires my knowledge that there's a president. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, you're right. Matthew, could I have my first Mystery Steam review, please?
Nuked England. Boost Gumps. Recommended. 9.5 hours on record. 9.3 hours on record. Oh, wait, that's not right.
Time starts now. Oh. No. Was Matthew being a tricky little boy there? With all of his, I don't know, does Fallout have a president in it? Nuked England. Nuked England. This is Fallout! This is because it's No, hold on. No, it's Boston, Massachusetts. Because I was like, is that New England? My American geography, not great. It's Boston, Massachusetts. Is there a Fallout game in New England? My Fallout knowledge, you see, isn't great. I mean, Nuke is Fallout. Oh, hold on. New Vegas. I'm just trying to... Where else are Fallout games set? Do I waste a... Do I take a chance? I don't get the England part though. I'm gonna pause the timer at 18 seconds. And I'm gonna use my second opinion because it's the England bit that I don't know.
Julius Caesar offers me salad every time I see him. Of course I would recommend a game with this kind of hospitality.
Julius Caesar. Okay, restarting the timer now. Julius Caesar. Oh, no, you're... Oh, is it... I have Civ 6 in my head. No, because didn't that come up last week? Can you nuke in Civ? Oh, Civilization 6, Matthew! Oh.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. I panicked.
So a very interesting one this. You heard Nuked England. You thought it might be a play on New England, which would have pushed you towards maybe Fallout 4, set in Boston.
That's West Virginia, isn't it? Country roads? No, I don't know.
That's
anyway.
Fallout 76.
Oh shit, you're right, yeah.
But then you had a second clue which mentioned Julius Caesar. But was this the actual Julius Caesar? Or could it have been Julius Caesar involved with the Roman army in Fallout New Vegas? The correct answer is Civilization 4.
Oh!
Now listen. Do we think I want to like I'm gonna say here like is it enough that you got Civilization? Do we think that counts?
No, it's not because I don't think so.
I mean, the thing is, I don't. So the president is Lincoln,
Right.
who is in Civilization 1 through 4. I don't know if he's actually in 6.
That's okay. No, look, I got that wrong. I'm delighted I got Civilization. I got very excited for a second. But yeah.
I loved the Civilization 4.
Oh, for God's sake. Matthew, would you like your second Mystery Steam review?
I would.
It's definitely a good game, one that shows promise for an action-focused future in the franchise, but too many little annoyances add up to prevent it from being a great game. And that, I didn't spot. Why didn't I spot this the first time? That's from Bitches Love Me.
Oh, great. Class.
It is recommended 4,261.9 hours on record and 943.4 hours at time of review.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Matthew, your time starts now.
I mean, there's very few games you can play that much. Can I get the genre?
Oh, you can indeed. It's going to pause the timer at 1:16 and give Matthew his genre. So let me... the genre of this is a third-person shooter game. A third-person shooter game. Again, according to wikipedia.org. And your timer, Matthew, restarts now.
A third-person shooter game that you can play for 4,000 hours. That must be an online. That must be an online thing. Surely there's no single player game on Earth. But there's surely not. Oh my God! President of America, so it's got to have America in it, and it's a third-person shooter. I mean, yikes! I was hoping you were going to say stealth, and it was going to put it into the realms of Metal Gear or something, but that isn't a third-person shooter. I mean, I don't even think there is a president in Metal Gear Solid 5. You could probably play that for 4,000 hours, if you were mad. Oh my God. A third-person
10
shooter.
seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anything? 1 second.
PUBG. I don't know. Fuck it, I can't think of anything you could play for that long that isn't multiplayer.
The correct answer you came with was PUBG. That was after trying to wrestle with the amount of time that somebody put into this.
In it either.
I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Resident Evil 6.
4,000 hours.
4,000 hours. And President Adam Benford is in there.
How the fuck do you play Resident Evil 6 for 4,000 hours? I like Resident Evil 6, and I'd be pushing it at 30. I'll make it Mercenaries.
Maybe. I mean, it still seems like a stretch, doesn't it?
So, or did they load it up and then leave their PC for several months?
Perhaps. That just seems too long. Seems too long.
Me.
Matthew, could I have my second Mystery Steam review, please?
You may. You can bash somebody's head in a urinal. 10 out of 10. The Koromaru plush recommends this with 17.5 hours on record and 13.6 hours on record. I must have fucked the template for this.
Time starts now. You can bash somebody's head in a urinal. Right. So that makes me think of something that's going to be a little bit quirky, like a Hitman perhaps. Where does Hitman have any presidents in it. I don't think so. At least not the reboot trilogy. Bash somebody's head in a urinal. Shitting hell. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna pause the timer at 40 seconds because I am gonna. Could I have my genre, please, Matthew?
Oh, of course.
Because I'm. Unless you do. Huh. I've had a thought.
Yeah? What genre?
Yeah.
It's an action-adventure stealth video game.
Action-adventure stealth video game. That's Hitman all over, isn't it? Right, restarting the timer now. An action-adventure stealth video game. Right, so Splinter Cell, Hitman, Medley are solid. Splinter Cell. Jesus, there's been about 19 different Splinter Cells. I think there's there's no President Hitman, is there? 10 seconds. Shit. Splinter Cell. Pick a Splinter Cell column. Splinter Cell. Yup. Good. Conviction.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. I nearly said double agent and I don't know why I switched, but go on.
You came to Splinter Cell? I think off the back of the genre, this was an action-adventure stealth game. You could bash somebody's head in a urinal. Is that something you do in Splinter Cell Conviction? The correct answer is Splinter Cell Conviction. Oh.
So for those watching Mystery Steam reviews here, the PC Gaming Weekspot, you may have noticed they are quite a jarring cut. That's because I celebrated so hard I messed up the recording. Somehow my camera went mad. But hooray! My celebrations will be a little bit more muted this time. I'm quite happy with that, Matthew. I'm very, very happy with that. I don't know why I switched so, last minute. I suppose, yeah, he's in the convictions where he's in the prison, so yeah. Yes!
That's got the famous sequences where you torture people by smashing their heads into things, like the urinal.
Yeah.
He goes proper Bourne, doesn't he? He punches a guy's head through a urinal. Then he takes the blue urinal cake and he puts it in his mouth and punches it into his head.
He's a class act, that's Sam Fisher. Matthew, would you like your third and final Mystery Steam review? It is a mediocre game overall. Sure, it feels amazing in its first hour or so, but after that, the novelty of the fast gameplay fades away. The game runs out of ideas and becomes repetitive. And that's from Annihilator. It's recommended with 3.9 hours on record. Your time, Matthew, starts now.
It feels amazing in its first hour or so. I mean, that makes me think of there's a Saints Row game where the opening hour is amazing. It throws all this shit at you and you become president. I was kind of half expecting that to turn up some point today, and this review closely fits that. Question.
Okay, pausing the timer at 56 seconds. Matthew, what is your question?
Do you play as the president in this game?
Let
me look it up.
Hold on. I'm genuinely looking this up.
It's like you had to look up whether New York was on fucking Mars.
No. Yeah, I thought you didn't, and yes, that is the case. You do not play as the president in this game.
So it is not Saints Row then. Oh, I'm glad I asked that question.
Restarting the timer now.
Feels amazing and it runs out of ideas. I mean, the thing with this category is there aren't that many games. I really struggle to find 3 So I feel like I'm relatively clued into what games have presidents in them. Your whole, I genuinely had to look this up, could easily be bullshit, and you're obviously not the president.
Or that could, it could just be like, I don't have much history with this game, perhaps.
Feels amazing at the start, then sort of goes to shit. I mean, that describes how I feel about Metal Gear Solid Rising, which ends with you fighting the president, which is another game. I'm just picking random president games here. It's probably going to be that. I haven't got a better idea. Metal Gear Solid Rising, Revengeance.
I mean, you've ended up on Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, and it could be that. Like, it mentions it has fast gameplay, it becomes repetitive. Maybe people could say that about Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. You don't play as the president in that game. Indeed, you play against him. He's the final boss of the game.
And you wouldn't have to look that up, but you might be bullshitting. That's what I'm gambling on here. You are a notorious liar when it comes to clues.
Matthew, I can tell you that the correct answer is Vanquish.
It's right studio. Wrong game.
So Vanquish is one of those.
That's not the president of the United States. I thought it was set in space.
No, it has a president of the United States. Her name is Elizabeth Winters. She is the president of the United States of America. I'm looking up her. I can tell you her wiki here if you want. She used the space colony Providence, which is also in.
But the game is set on the space colony, right?
So see, I don't read. I've never played Vanquish, so Vanquish is one of those games.
I didn't place that in America. God damn it!
Matthew, could I have my final Mystery Steam review, please?
No one will notice if there's nobody to notice. Peasant. Recommended. 14 hours on record. 10.4 hours on record. Fuck it, I already believe that.
Time starts now. No one will notice if there's nobody to notice. So either this is you play in it's a very barren area. There's nobody around, but this is surely a stealth game where, nobody will see what you're doing if you kill them all. What is that? That is a shit review. What's that? And I have a question left. I have no idea. Nobody will notice if there's no one around to notice. Unless it'll all become clear when you tell me what the game is, but that is a bad review.
This isn't called good mystery Steam reviews.
But it's called, give somebody a little bit of a morsel. Something to go on.
You made me a clue that was just Fallout, and then I had to really hone in on the right Fallout.
Guess what? I gave you Fallout. You have given me nothing. Nobody will notice. Is this a stealth game? Okay, hold on. I have 27 seconds. We're arguing. I'm going to pause the timer. 24 seconds. I'm going to ask you a question because I might as well. And my question, Matthew, is... whatever. Is this a stealth game?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You see how I didn't go, let me look it up.
I don't... Right, restart the timer. Jesus. Nobody will notice if there's nobody to notice. I mean, if there is a president in Hitman, I don't know what Hitman. So, I don't think it's any of the recent ones. So, Hitman... Blood Money.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's my final answer, Chris. Whatever.
No one will notice if there's nobody to notice. I assume this refers to you kill everyone in a level of a game. There won't be anyone to see you do the crimes, which is indeed true of Hitman. But is it the right Hitman? The correct answer is Hitman. Blood Money. Fucking asshole. Oh, fucking the guesser.
Oh,
The guesser is in
yeah. The guesser is correct.
Mr. Guess.
Well, you
Wow,
know.
so many points with so little concrete knowledge.
Well, who gives a shit? To the victor goes the spoils, Matthew.